Всем привет, с вами я, Vadim Senna, играя Age of Empires 4. И мы сразу начинаем одиночную игру. И битва при Гастингсе, 1066 год. Вильгельм, герцог Нормандии, посягнулся на английскую корону, которая находится в руках англосаксов. Корону они не могли владеть двое. Начать задание. Выбрать уровень сложности. Вариант для тех, кто еще не знаком с жанром стратегии, время или даже этот низкий Норман Конквест. Ну, ролик прикольный. Senna Hill Angle.
This is the site of the Battle of Hastings. After almost 1,000 years, no traces of the bloody conflict can be seen. But here, the fate of England turned. It's where a king was killed, and his victor claimed the throne.
Conquest.
October 14th, 1066. We know what happened here on this day, thanks to this. The Bayeux Tapestry. A carefully preserved illustrated record of events. It shows the main players. Harold, the newly crowned Anglo-Saxon King of England, and his challenger, William, Duke of Normandy. William claimed the previous king had promised him the crown. So, he assembled an army and prepared to sail to England to fight King Harold for the throne.
Нормандия снизу?
But a storm thwarted his plans.
Там же Франция.
Meanwhile, Harold discovered that a Viking invasion had landed in the north. Another threat to his crown. So he raced to fight them. In France, William waited for the right conditions to sail across the Channel to England. The weather cleared. He seized his chance. "250 miles north, Harold had defeated the Vikings. Now, hearing of William's arrival, his army sped south. At 9 o'clock in the morning, on this hill, William's Norman army were ready to do battle with Harold's Anglo-Saxon men. The stage was set, and up for grabs, England itself.
Битва при Гастингсе, 1066 при Гастингсе. Вильгельм, герцог Нормандии, начал завоевание Англии, но чтобы положить конец господству англосаксонов на острове, он должен сначала убить их короля. Некоторые юниты эффективны против других, например, копейщики отлично противодействуют всадникам. У лидеров есть особая способность, выберите лидера и посмотрите, что он умеет. 1066 год. Да, сейчас посмотрим. Гастингс. Правда, я подозреваю, будет это. У нас тут, наверное, битвы только будут. Меню настроек вы найдете быстрые клавиши для совершения многих действий. Сражения. Некоторые юниты эффективны против других, например, копейщики отлично противодействуют всадникам. Так точно, это я уже у лидеров есть особые чувства. Да. Загрузка, конечно, долго идет. других противодействовать всадникам. Во, наконец-то пробило его. Так, играем. Сенлайский холм.
On October 14th, 1066, William of Normandy stood ready for battle at the base of a hill. The high ground belonged to King Harold of England and his Anglo-Saxon army. Here, on this hilltop, the fate of England would be decided.
Ну да, атакую армию саксонов под предводительством Гарольда. Так, как я и говорил, тут, в общем-то, только битва будет. Шеренгу. Скорость.
William's Norman army made the first charge, launching a direct assault on the shield wall. Though William's army fought fiercely against the shield wall, it would not yield. As one man fell, another took his place. Overlapping shields in tight formation made for a near impenetrable barrier. Realizing his army could not break the shield wall, William called for a retreat.
Ложное отступление.
He aimed to lure the Anglo-Saxons into a false sense of victory, causing them to break formation.
Чтобы быстро выбрать все свои юниты, на экран нажмите Ctrl-A. Вы увидите бойцов прочь от стены щитов.
William's feigned retreat was working. The Anglo-Saxon army broke their shield wall formation, leaving gaps for William to make a move.
Ложное отступление, задание выбрано. Теперь атакую.
Men no longer in shield wall formation, William could pick them off as they charged.
Убейте саксонцев за стены. Новая задача.
The Anglo-Saxons deployed rows of spearmen to push back the invaders. But William had an answer. His sharp-eyed archers. More Norman men-at-arms reinforced William's army.
Спасите лидера.
Anglo-Saxon archers joined the fray, and the Normans' deadly cavalry ready to charge. But first, William's forces had to eliminate the enemy spearmen, whose sturdy polearms could easily bring down a horse.
Копейщиков.
With the threat of spearmen cleared from the field, William's cavalry was free to charge at the Anglo-Saxon archers.
Против вражеских стрелков.
The Anglo-Saxon army was in disarray. Their shield wall had been neutralized and their numbers were dwindling. Now the only thing standing between William and victory was King Harold himself. The last of Harold's men encircled their king, prepared to lay down their lives to save his. More Norman cavalrymen took to the field.
Давай, добивай их. Убить короля Гарольда. Задача выполнена.
The Anglo-Saxon King Harold had fallen. In the confusion, some loyal soldiers fought to the death, while others scattered in panic.
Все, победили.
Leaderless and defeated, the last of the Anglo-Saxon army fled for their lives. The Normans celebrated victory over the English king, But William's quest to rule England was just beginning.
Победа. Что дальше?
At the Battle of Hastings, the death of one man changed the course of history. The Anglo-Saxon King Harold was killed here, on England's south coast. His army defeated by William of Normandy. Anglo-Saxon rule was over forever.
Лондон, Англия.
At Westminster Abbey on Christmas Day 1066, William was crowned the first Norman King of England. Now he had to secure power across the country. He began by stamping his mark
Они
on the
много
landscape,
видео засунули сюда.
building cathedrals and castles at strategic locations.
Строительство замков.
Nothing like them had been seen in England before. They reminded the Anglo-Saxon population exactly who was in charge. But not all were content with living under Norman rule. Anglo-Saxon revolts broke out across the country. King William acted quickly to crush these rebellions. But there was one region where dissent was spiraling out of control: the north of England. In 1069, a group of lords from Northumbria formed an alliance with Viking invaders.
Нью-Йорк,
Together
Англия.
they approached Norman-held York, a large city with an important cathedral, still protected by ancient Roman walls. But the walls couldn't save York. The city and the castle fell to the rebels. William's new kingdom was under threat. He had to get the city back under Norman control. William had no choice but to order his men north. But as the Norman forces set off on their long march towards York, how much resistance from the rebels would they encounter?
Северный Йорк, 1069 год. Это не может заработать опыт выполнения ежедневных заданий или проходить испытания мастерства. Попробуй восстановить подключение через панель уведомлений. Прикольно. Да. Армия короля Вильгельма представила непростой марш на Йорк, а местное население активно противилось власти норманов. Мы вообще что-то строить будем? Что ж, следующую серию увидимся в другой серии. До скорого, всем удачи, всем пока.